Good morning. Think we're on here? Yeah, we're on. We say good morning. Happy Wednesday, October 22nd. Happy birthday to my cousin Jack. It's a good year. Good year to be 11. I'm 33, he's 11. I like that. Got our scripted part out of the way here first. So, I forgot about the video that we had in the backlog specifically for release today. So that's what we're going to be working on this morning and then releasing that this morning. And then we're going to we'll finish making the former squad preview short this evening. And then post that. Then tomorrow we'll work on making an NFL Throwback Thursday short, most likely. And then Friday we'll spin some wheels. But thanks for joining, guys. Good morning. We're going to get right into it today. This is our Fun Friday short. It's a remake of one of our OG most popular short, which was Roger Clemens was baseball's psycho ace. So we remade that short based on the wheel spins from a couple weeks ago. But unfortunately, I made a mistake. I didn't export what we had made. And then there's some wonky stuff with screen recordings getting deleted or glitchy. I can't find them. So we're going to have to finish making that this morning. But that's fine. So that's what we're working on now. Also, I realized we didn't even have captions on there, so I added some captions. So that's what we're going to do. So that's what I'm working on right now. I'm going to add some captions on here. Finish editing it and stuff, then post it because it is 25 years to the day. Not that Clemens hit Piazza in the head, that when he threw the bat at him in the World Series. Subway Series. Yankees versus Mets. Alright, so now we got captions on there. I just gotta get a couple of these things finished. Roger Clemens, as this short explains, Roger Clemens not in the Hall of Fame. Mike Piazza is in the Hall of Fame. We'll watch what we got so far. Well, first let me edit it a little more, because like I said, this is one of the benefits of making these shorts on stream, is I could just go back to the stream from, it was September 26th.
The evidence is overwhelming.
The reason why this sounds like a crime documentary is because that was what the Wheels said that day. It was narrate like it's a crime doc. And this was a good choice to do for narrate like it's a crime doc. But like I said, I should have exported it when we finished it. Instead, we're going to have to finish it now, but that's fine. That's fine. That's why we're here. Threw the 1998 filter on there.
The evidence is open.
I'm okay with the captions being at the bottom. Let's find a good font for a crime doc. Demure. Vigor. Nah, that's a little... We are going to need to release some more Halloween content. I mean, we're coming up on Halloween here almost. Also, if you guys want to help me come up with a plan for the evening stream,
The evidence is...
I don't really love that font. It's not bad though. It's kind of Halloween-y. It's not great for a reading font. It's not terrible though. Or I could just do Babus New. Because that looks like Babus New that we already have. Yeah, that's fine.
is overwhelming. Piazza owned Clemens at the plate. Clemens couldn't beat him, so he resorted to violence. He hit Piazza in the head, and one...
Do we throw the impact effect in there like we did like the OG impact effect? I think we do. Let's see. We'll try to see how it works. It was just like, it wasn't even the... This was the first time we ever used impact effects. Was it that one? It might have been. What? Let's see how this works.
The evidence is overwhelming. Piazza owned Clemens at the plate. Clemens couldn't beat him, so he resorted to violence. He hit Piazza in the head, one of the most notorious beanballs of all time. Then, in the 2000 World Series, Clemens attacked his rival by throwing...
I think that's good. We just need the one impact effect. That's going to, like, wake everybody else. Everybody who's made it to 10 seconds is definitely going to make it through the whole thing, in my opinion.
The evidence is overwhelming. Piazza owned Clemens at the plate. Clemens couldn't beat him, so he resorted to violence. He hit Piazza in the head, one of the most notorious beanballs of all time. Then, in the 2000 World Series, Clemens attacked his rival by throwing a splintered bat.
Alright, let's see how it has with now it's got 2 impact effects in it. Good morning, Clark's Flower Shop. Thanks for joining. Today is in Clark's Flower Shop. I will ask if you, this is today's Jack's birthday, if you could just give me updates on any day it's somebody's birthday. I know you are one of the best at remembering people's birthdays, so I don't want to, if you could help me remember people's birthdays and give them shout outs. But we're doing this because it's today. It's October 22nd. This is the day. Remember, if you go back a couple weeks now, almost a month, we made this for a Fun Friday, which had narrate like it's crime doc, baseball, and maybe rivalry. I forget what. But anyway, we made this remake of our Roger Clemens, Mike Piazza. Well, it's more focused on Piazza versus Clemens. The first one I did was the OG Baseball Psycho Ace, which was only about Roger Clemens. But this one's about both of them. But that's what we're doing right now. So we're going to finish this morning and then release it. And then we wrote a script last night, but because we're not previewing any of the Thursday games in our preview, we can make that later tonight. But for now, we're going to get this looking good.
The evidence is overwhelming. Piazza owned Clemens at the plate. The evidence is overwhelming. Piazza owned Clemens at the plate. Clemens.
Also, we should have the first World Series game coming up soon. I wonder when that starts. Friday?
The evidence is overwhelming. Piazza owned Clemens at the plate. Clemens couldn't beat him, so he resorted to violence. He hit Piazza in the head, one of the most notorious beanballs of all time. Then, in the 2000 World Series, Clemens attacked his rival by throwing a splintered bat at him. The verdict?
We're going to start. That sounded great to me with the impact effect. So that's something we're going to start doing, is adding impact effects to our shorts and videos that we still voice narrate / face on screen. Still with impact effects, that just makes it hit even harder. I think this one will be the first video we release that has both impact effects and narration. So I love that.
The evidence is overwhelming. Piazza owned Clemens at the plate. Clemens couldn't beat him, so he resorted to violence. He hit Piazza in the head, one of the most notorious beanballs of all time. Then, in the 2000 World Series, Clemens attacked his rival by throwing a splintered bat at him. The verdict? In 2016, Piazza was elected into the Hall of Fame. Clemens.
Maybe I gotta throw my auto-tune on here. I've been doing the auto tune. Let's see how it sounds. Everybody's always like, why is there auto tune on your voice?
The evidence is overwhelming. Piazza owned Clemens at the plate. Clemens couldn't beat him, so he resorted to violence. He hit Piazza in the head, one of the most notorious beanballs of all time. Then, in the 2000 World Series, Clemens attacked his rival by throwing a splintered bat at him. The verdict? In 2016, Piazza was elected into the Hall of Fame. Clemens is still not in.
Yeah, this is good, guys. It's a good little lead into the World Series. 25 years ago today. Also, my other Clemens video was getting some views yesterday for us, but who knows? I was thinking maybe it was like people overseas looking it up. Meanwhile, our Call Me When Shohei Has 6 rings, that just keeps grinding out views, by the way, guys. That's like almost... It's over 4,000 views. Now, that's a lot of views for us these days. We'll take it. Great metrics. And that thing's going to age well, I think. That thing it will never... it's one of the favorite ones that I've ever made, in my opinion. I swear it's not rage bait. I swear it's not rage bait. Alright, so we're going to have to do a couple things here to get this ready for release. I'm gonna start doing the double blurs. I've been a fan of that, at least. Let me make sure my phone... Turn my phone Wi-Fi off. Well, thanks for joining, Clarks. I hope your morning's going well so far. Looks like our Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter, it's getting some views. That one did not have great metrics. I think maybe people didn't like the song choice I did with that one, but I liked it. I liked it. And I don't think anybody disliked the video. 21 likes. So, that's good. Not terrible, guys. All right, so let's keep working on this.
The evidence is overwhelming. Piazza owned Clemens.
The motives should be a little shorter.
The evidence is overwhelming. Piazza owned Clemens at the plate. Clemens couldn't beat him, so he resorted to violence. He hit Piazza in the head, one of the most notorious beanballs of all time. Then, in the 2000 World Series,
I just want... this color to be the same. got to be a little bigger though, probs.
The evidence is overwhelming. Piazza owned Clemens at the plate. Clemens couldn't beat him.
Is that too?
So he resorted to
It's a little better. It just matches a little more.
The evidence is overwhelming. Piazza owned Clemens at the plate. Clemens couldn't beat him, so he resorted to violence. He hit Piazza in the head, one of the most notorious beanballs of
So this was 25 years ago today. That's why we're releasing this video today.
all time. Then, in the 2000 World Series, Clemens attacked his rival by throwing a splintered bat at him. The verdict? In 2016, Piazza was elected into the Hall of Fame. The verdict? The verdict? In 2016, Piazza was elected into the Hall.
So we're gonna have to put something else there. Like, I think we had Piazza being elected into the Hall of Fame, which makes sense. So maybe the title could be something like 25 years ago. Like vertical. I'm liking the vertical slashes. If that's what it's, the vertical divider, maybe two of them. 25 years ago. Clemens versus Piazza. Something like that. Because I was thinking, I think 25 years ago is good. We don't have it in the...
The evidence is overwhelming. Piazza owned Clemens at the plate. Clemens couldn't beat him, so he resorted to violence. He hit Piazza in the head, one of the most notorious beanballs of all time. Then, in the 2000 World Series, Clemens attacked his rival by throwing a splintered bat at him. The verdict? In 2016, Piazza was... The evidence is overwhelming. Piazza owned Clemens at the plate. Clemens couldn't beat him, so he resorted to violence. He hit Piazza in the head, one of the most notorious beanballs of all time. Then, in the 2000 World Series, Clemens attacked his rival by throwing a splintered bat at him. The verdict?
We don't need the verdict on there twice. How's this look?
The evidence is overwhelming. Piazza owned Clemens at the plate. Clemens couldn't beat him, so he resorted to violence. He hit Piazza in the head, one of the most notorious beanballs of all time. Then, in the 2000 World Series, Clemens attacked his rival by throwing a splintered bat at him. The verdict? In 2016, Piazza was elected into the Hall of Fame. Clemens is still not in.
I think it's good, guys. Do you want the ... or I like the vertical slashes. I think it's fine. 25 years ago.
If you're
So yeah, we're getting there. Oh, you didn't mean ... It's okay. I got it. I don't know, guys. I don't know if we're gonna... We'll see if we keep up with the morning stream. I enjoy the morning stream more, but we've had a couple big spikes last couple nights. Monday was 18. Yesterday was 16. Now, that's never happened in the morning, but hey, maybe one day it will. Okay. So yeah, we're just trying to show the verdict in terms of the public was Mike Piazza is in the Hall of Fame. Roger Clemens isn't. So yeah, we're gonna be finished making this here pretty soon. Just got a couple things to finish.
The evidence is overwhelming. Piazza owned Clemens at the plate. Clemens couldn't beat him, so he resorted to violence. He hit Piazza in the head, one of the most notorious beanballs of all time. Then, in the 2000 World Series, Clemens attacked his rival by throwing a splintered bat at him. The verdict? In 2016, Piazza was elected into the Hall of Fame. Piazza was elected into the Hall of Fame. Clemens is still not in. The evidence...
Got another comment yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Somebody's like, why is there auto-tune on your voice? Gonna keep auto-tuning it. I think we might be the first. We'll see. Not sure, but might be the first sports media to use auto-tune over the clips, over our narration. If that's true, it's sad. It's a sad state of affairs in the media industry if we are truly. I'll tell you, well, it's a sad state of affairs if we're actually the first. Not sad. It's that it's good. That's why we're here. We're here to break down barriers and put auto tune over our sports highlights. It makes no sense. People haven't seen it before. They love it. It makes perfect sense to me. It doesn't make sense why it hasn't been done, but hey, that's why we're doing it. It says media not found, Clarks, because I'm not a computer wizard necessarily. And so I used the media that I used to make this before has since gone someplace else in the computer. So the pathway that I'm telling it to in this program, it's not there anymore. And this is what happens if I don't export it to its own file. If I leave it in the CapCut and don't export it, there can be some problems show up as we're dealing with right now. But I figured this morning it's the 25th anniversary of Clemens throwing the splintered bat at his rival. Thank you. That's what we're dealing with this morning. That's what kind of why we're working on this morning, is because we're just trying to finish this. But yeah, that's when I went back to it last night. I was like, oh shoot. And this is what So the moral of the story is we're going to finish these instead of like leaving them for later to come back to. We got to finish them and hit export. Because if we don't, then you can go back to the file and it's like, oh, file not found, file not found. But that's what we're doing today. And we got to get done here before the day's over because this is 25 years ago today, 22nd.
The evidence is overwhelming.
And pretty soon, Clarks, it's not going to say media not found. We're almost done with getting rid of that.
The evidence is overwhelming. Piazza owned Clemens at the plate. Clemens couldn't beat him, so he resorted to violence. He hit Piazza in the head, one of the most notorious beanballs of all time.
Oh.
Then, in the 2000 World Series, Clemens attacked his rival by throwing a splintered bat at him. The verdict? In 2016, Piazza was elected into the Hall of Fame. Clemens is still not in.
Okay.
It's tough.
Okay. We're almost there, guys. We're going to have to thinking about... Oh, no. I already put the title in the chat. My bad. I forgot. I was going to say we're going to have to be thinking about a clickbaity title, but no, we got that. We got that on lock already. All right. We're getting there, guys.
The evidence is overwhelming. Piazza owned Clemens. The evidence is overwhelming. Piazza owned Clemens at the plate. Clemens couldn't beat him, so he resorted to violence. He hit Piazza in the head, one of the most notorious beanballs of all time. Then, in the 2000 World Series, Clemens attacked his rival by throwing a splintered bat at him. The verdict? In 2016, Piazza was elected into the Hall. Was elected in 2016, Piazza was elected into the Hall of Fame. Clemens is still not in.
Call it.
The evidence is overwhelming. Piazza owned Clemens at the plate. Clemens couldn't beat him, so he resorted to violence. He hit Piazza in the head, one of the most notorious beanballs of all time. Then, in the 2000 World Series, Clemens attacked his rival by throwing a splintered bat at him. The verdict? In 2016, Piazza was elected into the Hall of Fame. Clemens is still not in.
I think it's pretty good, guys. We're going to send it. People are going to like it, especially because it's relevant today. 25 years to the day. So we're going to toss our logo in there. Toss our logo in there. I'll fix the final little bits of files not found. We like the music that's playing. I kind of do it. What's it called? Minimal for news / suspense. Definitely fits what we're going for here, guys. We want it suspenseful.
The evidence is...
All right, so we're going to lock all these. Lock all of these. I got to redo our background. Based on the new. The new stuff we have in here. I really like that we added the impact effects this morning. I think it makes it a lot better. All right, let's see what we got. So now we're looking for edits, guys. If anybody sees any edits, misspelling, mistimed stuff, something you're looking for, let me know.
The evidence is overwhelming. Piazza owned Clemens at the plate. Clemens couldn't beat him, so he resorted to violence. He hit Piazza in the head, one of the most notorious beanballs of all time.
That's good. We're going to keep watching it. What did you say? Oh, yeah, good memory. Why are you saying the memory, Elena? I forget.
The evidence is overwhelming. Piazza owned Clemens at the plate. Clemens couldn't beat him, so he resorted to violence. He hit Piazza in the head, one of the most notorious beanballs of all time. Then, in the 2000 World Series, Clemens attacked his rival by throwing a splintered bat at him. The verdict? In 2016, Piazza was elected into the Hall of Fame. Clemens is still not in.
This has got to be a little shorter. How's that?
The evidence is overwhelming. Piazza owned Clemens at the plate. Clemens couldn't beat him, so he resorted to violence. He hit Piazza in the head, one of the most notorious beanballs of all time. Then, in the 2000 World Series, Clemens attacked his rival by throwing a splintered bat at him. The verdict? In 2016, Piazza was elected into the Hall of Fame. Clemens is still not in.
Send? What is the circle on Clemens at the top right? Oh, that is, yeah, I see you got it. But this is like a preview window. If this were on YouTube Shorts, that's what it would look like. Yeah, I think it's a send, Elena. I think it's a send as well. I'm glad I remembered. I was like, well, the reason why I was like last night I saw the OG Roger Clemens short was getting some views, and the views were coming from search. And I was like, oh no, did I miss it? But no, it's today. However, might have missed it in Asia. Because I think, the whole they're a day ahead or whatever. I think the views were coming from the 22nd in Asia, is my guess. But if we get this out now, it's good. It's fine. Plus, we had this in the backlog and needed to release it anyway. So I'm going to export it. What should we call it? We'll say the case. Or no, I already put the title in here. Let me find it. Put the title in the chat. 25 years ago, Clemens versus Piazza. Okay, export. Well, I'm going to upload this one to Instagram and TikTok as well. Like first thing. Might as well. Thunder won last night. That game went to overtime. Maybe, multiple overtimes. Golden State beat the Lakers. I was saying, guys, I didn't really understand why. They weren't bigger favorites in that game. It's all good. All right, we'll put it on YouTube first. They didn't love our former squad predictions as much as the last former squad previews. Not terrible though, but I think part of that what might have been the song that I picked for the last one is it's just such a great song. Such a great song. I'm referring to Tame Impala. New person, same old mistakes. Whatever the name is. All right. I'll get you guys on Safari here in a second. See, ChatGPT's coming out with their own browser. They're going to try to get into the... Thank you, Clarks. ChatGPT's coming out with their own browser. Uh-oh. It's going to be called Atlas. They're going to try to incorporate... Elena says boo. They're trying to incorporate the AI with the search, which Google seems to be failing at. I mean, I'm rooting for Google, not going to lie. It's interesting. It's like Google talk about heels and, professional. We'll get B-Wall involved if he ever gets back from Greece. We'll get B-Wall involved on a former squad browser. If we do a browser. If we do a browser, I don't think. That's not in the... We got a lot of things going on. Browser. 25 years ago. I like the double vertical slash. Clemens versus Piazza. All right. I mean, I don't even know what do we need in a browser? What are we missing? Well, we know what Google's missing. Bruiser browser? The Bruiser browser? Inspired by who? Roger Clemens? So this is uploading. If the stream quality dips a little bit, that's why. It's because we're uploading a video. Hashtag MLB. Hashtag world. Jeez, nobody. Sorry. We care about the MLB and the World Series. Okay. We'll just say 25 years ago today. What? 25 years ago today. Roger Clemens threw a splintered bat at his rival. I'll just say at Mike Piazza in one of the most charged moments in, I'll say, baseball history. Go out on a limb boldly, as Clark's Flower Shop likes to say. The Bruiser browser. "25 years ago today, Roger Clemens threw a splintered bat at Mike Piazza in one of the most charged moments in baseball history." Now, maybe there was It's definitely one of the most charged moments. 25 years ago today, Roger Clemens threw a splintered bat at Mike Piazza in one of the most charged moments in baseball history. Maybe I'll make the Roger Clemens video the related video. Makes sense to me. It's going to be in the Sports Psycho series. MLB breakup series, maybe. Any suggestions, guys? What else I need to say? 25 years ago today, Roger Clemens threw a splintered bat at Mike Piazza in one of the most charged moments in baseball history. Their rivalry, their intense rivalry, it's definitely intense. Was one of the main storylines in the Subway series. Their intense rivalry was one of the main storylines in the 2000 World Series, also known as the Subway series, because the Mets were playing the Yankees. 25 years ago today, Roger Clemens threw a splintered bat at Mike Piazza in one of the most charged moments in baseball history. Their intense rivalry was one of the main storylines in the 2000 World Series, also known as the Subway series. I'll just say Piazza got into the Hall of Fame. Clemens is still waiting for the call. What do you think? I mean, what do you think? Question mark. Okay. All right, seems like got some hearts. Thanks for the hearts in the chat, guys. Seems like we like that description. Now we just got to get some tags on here. 25 years ago, Clemens versus Piazza, hashtag MLB, hashtag World Series. Related video, Roger Clemens, Baseball Psycho Ace. Kind of obvious related video, in my opinion. Now we just got to get some tags on here. All right, so we'll say MLB, baseball, Roger Clemens, Mike Piazza, Piazza hit in head, Clemens hits Piazza, Clemens throws bat at Piazza. Mets versus Yankees 2000 World Series 25 years ago. Piazza versus Clemens. Clemens versus Piazza. Clemens throws broken bat. Beanball. Clemens KOs Piazza. Clemens costs. What? Any good tags in here, guys? the Bro Bruiser browser. MLB baseball, did I say World Series? I'll just say World Series. Toronto versus LA, Dodgers versus Blue Jays. Former squad. Dope. Nopamine? That's actually we could coin a nopamine. Nostalgia dopamine. Nopamine. Thoughts, guys? Nostalgia and dopamine. Nopamine. I like it. Did I say Subway Series? Nope. Alright, we're gonna watch it on YouTube here.
The evidence is overwhelming. Piazza owned Clemens at the plate. The evidence is overwhelming. Piazza owned Clemens at the plate. Clemens couldn't beat him, so he resorted to violence. He hit Piazza in the head, one of the most notorious beanballs of all time. Then, in the 2000 World Series, Clemens attacked his rival by throwing a splintered bat at him. The verdict? In 2016, Piazza was elected into the Hall of Fame. Clemens is still not in. The evidence is overwhelming.
Yeah, I mean, I see some little things that I would change now. It's funny how you don't see it until it's time to hit send. Nostalgia times dopamine is good. Nopamine. All right, guys. Clemens, Roger Clemens, Mike Piazza. The president has been calling for Roger Clemens to be in the Hall of Fame. MLB Hall of Fame. Steroid era. Who else is there? Bobby Valentine was the manager of the Mets. That Yankees team was stacked. Derek Jeter. I think it's pretty good, guys. Did I say I said 25 years ago on this day? This day in history. All right, we're gonna hit. Might as well just hit post here, guys. What do we think? Hit publish. What would I change, Elena? The only thing I would change is I would have there on the screen. I had KOs Piazza and throws bad at Piazza, and they just like stayed on the screen for the whole clips. I would have I should have maybe even just either taken them out or shortened them. But it's fine. It's fine. That's the only thing I would change. And also the audio, I would fade in the audio. Like if it's just, I noticed these little things. It's like when I just hear it first, it's like I should have faded. I guarantee if we go back to the CapCut file, which we will, I didn't fade the audio in the beginning. You see, there's just no fade. Let's go to basic. Yeah, no fade. So I should just be fading the audio in. Not necessarily fading out, but fading in. Because sometimes it's a little jarring. Especially to me, and possibly to others, but it's not a big deal. But that would, to make it better, that's what I would do. I would fade the audio in. I'll show you. No fade. If I were to put a fade in there, if I were to put a fade in there, it would look like, you see that, how it like, I mean, it wouldn't really change much, but, and then I could do the same thing over there on that one too. But it's all good. Yeah, we'll still post it. All right, so that one's live. I do the Call Me When Shohei Has 6 rings. Definitely one of my favorite shorts that I made, and it's like people like it too. It only has 1 dislike. Like, that's not many dislikes for 94 likes. I'll take it. It's good. So that's now live. 25 years ago, Clemens versus Piazza. Hashtag MLB. Hashtag World Series. And it was 25 years ago today. All right, so now we still got to do our former squad. We got our script. Do I still have the script up? All right, well, we're going to maybe try recording this live. But yeah, just like flooding the zone, which is good. All right. All right, guys, we're just gonna hop right into it. I'm gonna try to. What I'm gonna try to do is record the script we wrote last night for former squad previews, which we'll make tonight. But I'll try to record the script and get it started before tonight. Ben, I think it's going to be better for me to do it live. I think it'll be better that way. All right, so let me just try to refresh myself with the script. This Sunday, the Eagles look to get revenge on Jackson Dart and the Giants. Is this the week that Saquon Barkley returns to MVP form against his former squad? Then, at 4 o'clock, the Broncos host the Cowboys. Both teams are coming off a win, and this anticipated matchup should tell us more about where these teams stand. And I'll just say, in a rematch of Super Bowl 45, Aaron Rodgers leads the Steelers against the Packers. It'll be Rodgers' first game against his former team. Got to add something else there. I don't know what else we had, though. Okay. This Sunday, the Eagles look to get revenge on Jackson Dart and the Giants. Is this the week that Saquon Barkley returns to MVP form against his former squad? Then, at 4 o'clock, on Sun. All right, well, yeah, I'm just working on some of this stuff. This Sunday, the Eagles look to get revenge on Jackson Dart and the Giants. Is this the week that Saquon Barkley returns to MVP form against his former squad? Then, at 4 o'clock, the Broncos host the Cowboys. Both teams are coming off a win, and this anticipated matchup should tell us more about where these teams stand. On Sunday night, in a rematch of Super Bowl 45, Aaron Rodgers leads the Steelers against the Packers. It will be Rodgers' first game against his former team. A big win over Jordan Love and Green Bay might vault Pittsburgh into the contender conversation. Former squad where we got the memories in the bag. Hashtag love it. It's good, but gonna have to do a good job here. Don't worry, I will. Oh, let's go. We already got 100 plus views on our Clemens short. They like it must have a high CTR click through rate. People are clicking on it. No doubt. All right, good. People like it. We've been making some good stuff here, guys. All right, now let me try. Yeah, it's already got over 200 views. And you saw, we posted that like a couple seconds ago, but that is probably, when it's tested that fast means it has a high click-through rate, CTR. People are clicking it. Now, do we deliver for them? Hopefully. I think we do. So I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to try recording this live. Yeah, I'll stop looking at the views. Do I even have the notes up? I guess we can try it. This Sunday, the Eagles look to get revenge on Jackson Dart and the Giants. Is this the week that Saquon Barkley returns to MVP form against his former squad? Then, at 4 o'clock, the Broncos host the Cowboys. Both teams are coming off a win, and this anticipated matchup should tell us more about where these teams stand. On Sunday night, in a rematch of Super Bowl 45, Aaron Rodgers leads the Steelers against the Packers. It'll be Rodgers' first game against his former team. A big win over Jordan Love and Green Bay might vault Pittsburgh into the contender conversation. Former squad, where we got the memories in the bank. Not terrible. How long is that? 44 seconds. Similar length. I'm going to record that later, guys. I like the look of the recordings I did at night. It's way too bright right now. if you get what I'm saying. Well, thanks, Elena. I might use it. But I'm just we're going to give it we might use it. But that's what we'll be doing tonight. I'm going to hop off here because it looks like the stream quality isn't going too hot. Be back on later tonight, 7 o'clock. Thank you guys so much for joining. Got a new video out right now. If you guys want to go check that out. And then we'll be posting another video probably tonight. And yeah, we'll be back on live at 7. So alright guys, have a great